production before hitting his prime, despite consistent conditioning concerns. Stack expectations as high as possible. He should be an MVP candidate. And look, he's a superstar for the Lakers. Those guys win championships. I guarantee you those are his expectations.
I'm just so excited to watch Luka on the floor. You talk about him being able to slim down. The plays that he's going to be able to make this season, maybe a little bit more athletic, faster, in better shape. We've already seen him. He's electric in transition. He's got outstanding passing. People talk about his weight in past seasons. Let's not act like his weight really kept him from making incredible plays on the basketball floor, and that's only going to rise and get better. I'm excited to see more from Luka when it comes to his skill set on the floor.
His two biggest issues were cardio and fitness when it mattered most, and
he was
defense.
still balling.
And he was still balling, period. But the question is balling or winning.
Yeah.
And I think in order to address those issues, he's checked one off the box. His cardio, his fitness, he's on the cover of magazines, y'all. Now the defense is going to come with the buy-in, but now he also has a stability. So, like, all of those pieces are putting together. There's a lot of pressure in Los Angeles. LeBron's age, you know, his seasons. Yep. Will DeAndre Ayton fit in? But he has all the pieces for him to have an MVP caliber season. And I'm excited because it looks like he has his joy back after dealing with so much trauma and stress from departing
When you said
Dallas.
working on my fitness, I don't know why that was like a Fergie in my head. She's my witness. Ooh,
Working on my fitness.
Well, Luka's not considered a newcomer anymore, but that doesn't mean there weren't significant moves made this offseason, right? Take a look at this. Our NBA writers, Kevin Pelton, Chris Herring, they ranked the top 14 newcomers heading into the season. Of course, this is headlined by Kevin Durant heading to where, Shanae?
Houston, baby.
Desmond Bain to Orlando, Cam Johnson to Denver, and then the New York Knicks hiring head coach Mike Brown as their new head coach, replacing Tom Thibodeau. You can see the full list on ESPN.com, but you can see the full list later because right now it is time for a new segment. We are calling it McMahon. In the middle.
Yep, good look.
There was no editing done to that photo. I believe that his hair actually looked like that when it was taken. Just kidding. But this is our friend, Judge McMahon. And Shanae and Andrea, you will be...
Where's the wig?
plaintiff.
Was that AI?
We should have brought that. We sketched it out for him. We were just giving him a look into possibly the future for what we could be doing, a new do here. But here's how this is going to look. We're going to keep the theme, right, of newcomers here. And what we're going to do is we're going to give them to Andrea and Shanae. Each of them are going to have 24 seconds to state their case on which player is going to make a bigger impact this upcoming season. And after that, it will be Judge McMahon who gets to decide, the man in the middle, who is the winner. You got it? You got it? All right, good.
Can we see the clock? Where's the clock?
They'll have it
We've
for
done
us.
this before.
It's there.
It's going to be right on the screen,
right there.
right below where I am standing. I will count you down. I got you.
Okay.
With apologies to the guards, we will start with the big.
Let's go.
Here. Big men. Miles Turner shocked the world when he signed with the Milwaukee Bucks. Why did I say Milwaukee like that? I'm
you're
not
hungry.
really sure. A little bit.
Milwaukee.
DeAndre Ayton was bought out in Portland, signed with the Lakers. Ms. Agumake, you have DeAndre Ayton.
Okay.
24 seconds on the clock. Please make your case of how he will make a bigger impact than Miles Turner.
Because all eyes are on this city where we are at, Los Angeles and the Lakers. We all know what Luka did when he had bigs in Dallas. This was a team that led the NBA when it comes to alley-oops and dunks in those circumstances. He averaged a double-double, even though people slept on that, 14 and 10. And most importantly, this is the key piece that Luka requested, and now you're giving the man what he wants, period.
I think she beat the buzzer. Also, they took a little bit of time away, so if I'm, as the crew chief, putting a little time back on the clock. Andrea, you're up. Why will Turner make the bigger impact?
Yeah, we talk about Miles Turner in Milwaukee, who is one of the most powerful players in the NBA. It's Giannis Antetokounmpo. And when you add Miles Turner and his ability to space the floor, his rim protection, but really the way the paint is going to stay open, with Miles Turner being a little bit younger than Brook Lopez, when I say a little bit, I mean 9 years younger. This deal, when it comes to Miles Turner and Giannis Antetokounmpo, what could you expect except greatness between those two? Come on now.
There you go. I lost the clock at some point, but I'm going to say that you beat it. Judge McMahon in the middle.
Shanae, listen, it's about the fit. It's about having a point guard who can maximize this guy. It's about he needs to do the dirty work. It's also about motivation. Miles Turner just got paid big money. DeAndre Ayton, prove it, big fella.
All right. Well, Andrea, you have another chance to state your case.
Okay.
Shall we go to some guards?
Okay.
Bradley Beal with the Clippers. 24 seconds on the clock here for Miss Andrea Carter on why he will make a bigger impact than Jalen Green. Go.
Okay, so since motivation seems to be like something that our judge cares about, let's talk about what Bradley Beal has been through the last 2 seasons, right? 2 seasons, 2 head coaches, multiple injuries that he has dealt with. Imagine what he's going to do. He averaged just under 20 points per game. With all of that going on in Phoenix, imagine the motivation Bradley Beal is going to have in LA, in that big dome, with some consistency with the Clippers. I think his motivation is going to be high.
Shannon, Jalen Green, why will he make the bigger impact here?
You're talking about motivation over the course of 2 years. How about the last 2 months? You got replaced by Kevin Durant, a generational player.
Kevin Durant.
A lot of people are going to be comparing. All right, who won this one? We all know where the answer is probably going to be, but still, you are missing 50 points per game. The Phoenix Suns, he averages 21, and most importantly, he's going to unlock your best player, Devin Booker, who really needs to eat in transition. So being able to have that athleticism, that rim protection, or the rim pressure, to me, that's what Jalen Green brings, and I think people are sleeping on him moving over to the Valley.
We're going to keep sleeping. We're going with Bradley Beal.
Ray, got this one. Listen, Bradley Beal, as big a disappointment as you think he was in Phoenix, he was a 50, 40, 80 guy. He was in an awful situation, which Jalen Green is now in, by the way. Bradley Beal on a max contract? Bradley Beal on taxpayer mid-level? Yeah.
All right, so we're at 1 apiece here, and this is the last one.
Ooh, wait. Oh, what? This is the last one?
Last one.
All right.
Drea, I'm going to start with you here. Desmond Bain in Orlando. Why will he make a bigger impact than Cam Johnson here? 24 seconds on the clock. Go.
Well, let me just tell you what Orlando's been through. They've been in the bottom of the league offensively in 10 of the last 13 seasons. And even if you go back to last year, they were last in threes made and three-point field goal percentage. Desmond Bain comes in, helps it immediately. Career 41% three-point shooter. Automatically, he's going to make defenses pay for doubling Paolo Banchero on the inside. He immediately helps their offense.
I think we're going to count that as a buzzer beater.
Okay. It was out of my hand. It was out of my hand.
Denver.
Cam Johnson, please.
Denver is known for elevation. They want to get back to championship contention. They want to maximize Nikola Jokic, who is the triple-double king. And what do? You bring in someone who averaged 19 points per game, someone who shoots 39% from 3, someone who's going to help them with depth. To me, you look at Denver, this was a piece that can actually bring them back to the mountaintop, pun intended.
Going with Drea, going with Desmond Bain. Listen. The Cam Johnson trade was about financial flexibility more than upgrading, okay? That was about being able to address their bench. Desmond Bain was about addressing the most glaring needs in the NBA. Paolo Banchero is going to be able to breathe because Desmond Bain is now in a normal.
I would like to file an appeal.
While you file that appeal, let's go to commercial break. I think this is the end of Tim McMahon with a gavel.
Great.
The gavel's yours. You're the judge next time.
Every other player on the team.
Not true.